Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be the start of a new series which I'm going to be calling The Road to the USDGC, which is the United States Disc Golf Championship. And essentially what the series is going to be is I'm going to be playing practice rounds at each of the courses that I'm going to be playing tournaments at, and essentially just trying to get a nice footing of what the course really looks like, how I might be able to shoot holes and everything like that. And with the series, the end goal is going to be very, very lofty, but hopefully attainable someday. It's going to be the hope to get invited to play in the USDGC. Honestly, don't know how good I am. Haven't played a tournament yet. But I think I am okay, and might as well set a lofty goal, and hopefully we'll be able to get there someday. Don't know how long it'll take, but today I'm here at C.P. Adams Park in Hastings, Minnesota, which is the site of the first tournament that I will be playing in, I guess what I'd call, let's call it a career, I guess. And yeah, so it's Friday right now, and the tournament is tomorrow, so just going to be going out, playing the course, probably throwing a couple shots on each hole, just trying to get a feel for it, and hopefully can see, just go for a nice score overall, and hopefully be able to carry that on to tomorrow. And then after I play tomorrow, I'll be doing a little recap of how I did, what my score was, what my rating might be, and yeah. So hopefully it'll go really, really well. So let's get right into it. Hole 1, 345 feet. It is straight ahead, as you can see, but there's a row of trees up about 200 feet in the fairway. So it leaves about a 10-foot gap on the left side that I'm going to be trying to hit. I'm going to be throwing two different shots. I'm going to be trying a straight shot with the T-bird and then a flex forehand with the Firebird. So, see how they play out. Get through there. Left that one about 20 feet, I think, from the basket. Now let's try the forehand. Hit a limb about 100 feet up, but wasn't turned enough over anyway, so squeeze playing from the T-bird. So I haven't really checked the scoring averages for this course, but I looked at the 2019 ones for the intermediate group, and the winner shot a +6. So don't know how it's exactly going to play this year, but I'm going to be trying to go for just a bit under par on each round, 2 rounds. So yeah, hopefully I can pick up a birdie on this guy and start on a good foot. Hole 2, 295 foot par, 295 foot par 3, straight ahead. Pretty much nothing in the way, but we do have about a 10-mile-an-hour headwind right now, so just gonna be trying to get my Buzz OS up there at the backhand. I think I left it a bit short. So tomorrow for the tournament, it's actually looking like it's going to be about a 20-mile-an-hour wind, probably a lot of headwind for a lot of these holes. So I'm going to be practicing with a lot of overstable discs, Firebird, Buzz OS, stuff like that, PD2, because I'm probably going to have to be throwing those for the actual tournament. So left myself about 30 short. Judging how I threw that one pretty short on this one with just a 10-mile-an-hour headwind, I think I would be going with a Firebird for the
next time I come out here, or for Saturday. So can kind of get just a big push up there, hopefully a good skip. So hole 3, 595 foot par 4. It plays just super straight, little bit to the right at the end. The pin is just a little bit down a slight hill, so it's a pretty tough up shot. But to get up there, I'm just going to be trying to flick a PD2 because of the headwind. Just get it up in the fairway and hopefully get a nice spot for an up shot. Pretty good, got out there. Seems like almost every single hole on this course has a headwind of some sort, which is kind of odd since they're all facing different directions, but probably gonna go with overstable on literally every single hole, depending on, of course, the shot shape, but yeah. All right, got about 200, 180 feet to the pin. You can't see it right now, but it's in between those two big gray trees. And then it just goes down about 20 feet from there, just straight downhill. So I'm going to be trying to just throw my berg up there and just hit it right on the path, and then hopefully I'll just get a nice little like skipper roll down to the pin. Look perfect. Yep, played it perfectly. Hole 4, 525 foot par 4. It goes straight up and then to the left, and then ending in a right with a really tight fairway, basically the entire way through. So I'm just going to try to get a nice placement shot up in the middle of the fairway up there. I'm going to be trying 2 different discs because I don't know how much skip I'm allowed for it. So I'm going to be trying the Buzz OS for 1 shot and a ESP Raptor for the second one. That one went a little bit too straight. I didn't get the fade that I needed for whatever reason, even though I have a tailwind, so I'm going to try the Raptor now. Don't think I got enough juice on it, so it faded out a bit early, but both of them should have a look at a good upshot. So the Raptor ended up there. Pretty good line for the upshot. As you can see, it's just up there. And the Buzz ended up just a little bit, about the same exact distance on the right side. So look good. This looks a bit dangerous. All right, hole 5, really short. It looks to be like 150 feet, maybe something like that. So I'm gonna just be trying to throw a little hyzer up there with the Berg. Gonna try 2 shots, see if I can kind of maybe get a little bit of an ace run. That second kick was very unfortunate. That was very ridiculous. Just hit off the frickin' pole and it just bounced out going about 100 miles an hour. I don't know. Really good start so far. I'll see if we can keep it going onto hole 6, 280 foot par 3. It is a little bit of a dog leg right, not too much though, but we do have a low-hanging branch in the middle of the fairway that'll be kind of hard to avoid. So I'm gonna try 2 different shots, see what I can do with it. I'm gonna be throwing an ESP Buzz backhand, see if I can just slide it up there, hit the ground, slide it up, and then I'm gonna be trying to forehand with the Raptor, just get a nice little flick shot, see if I can get a nice skip up to the pin. Let's try both. Oh, that was awful. God, that's lucky. Wow. Really awful throw, but a great kick. Put it about 10 feet from the basket. Now going to try the forehand. Oh, come on. Actually did end up being safe about 40 feet from the basket, but I'm going to play from the Buzz. Didn't really deserve the birdie anyway. Hole 7 is a 480-foot par 4. It plays as a dogleg right, but you have to push it really straight for your up shot, for your tee shot. And you kind of just want to land it in the open fairway just past the trees up there, and then hopefully get a nice little up shot so you can get the birdie. I'm going to be trying to do that with my Metal Flake Destroyer. Four. Pretty terrible, but I actually might have a line on the right side. Yep, actually do end up with a very clean line for the upshot, just straight, and I'm just gonna try to skip it over with the Firebird. Come on. Yeah, skip. Ah. All right, hole 8, 270-foot par 3. Pretty hard dogleg right, a lot of guardian trees in the way, so just kind of gonna throw a forehand out there, and just hopefully I'll get up within 30 feet or so. I'm gonna be trying 2 shots, one with the Buzz OS and then one with my Firebird. Not exactly sure what it's gonna do, but hopefully gonna get around there. Threw that one a little bit too straight, didn't get enough hyzer on it, so it ended up, I think, about 30 feet away. Not too bad. Now I'm gonna try the Firebird. Played that one way too inside. Actually not too terrible for each one. The Firebird ended up right about there, about 20-25 feet out, and the Buzz ended up about 20-25 feet on the left side. Hole 10, 255-foot par 3. It's just straight ahead. Gonna try to throw it around the left side with a forehand with the Raptor, and also gonna try the Buzz OS. So the last hole, wasn't able to say it because there were some people I was quick playing through, so I didn't want to hold them up. But it was, I think, like 550 feet, par 4, something like that. So ended up taking a par on it, which isn't too bad. Almost got the birdie, but So yeah, ended up with par on that one. All right, hole 11, 205 feet, but as you might be able to see, it's essentially just straight downhill. Really, really weird. So just gonna be throwing a berg on this guy, essentially as light as I can, just gonna try to float it down there, hopefully get within the circle. The tee is actually about 10 feet, 15 feet back from where the camera is, but I won't be able to get an angle from there, so hopefully can get it close. All right, so hole 12, 170 feet. It's essentially straight uphill. I think you're supposed to throw a forehand on this one because of how the tee pad is oriented, but I'm gonna be throwing a backhand because I see a line. I don't really think the forehand will work out well on this one, so hopefully you can get up there with the Star T-Bird. Get up there. Angle's gonna be awful, but hopefully you can see something. All right, hole 13, 325 feet, straight ahead, but there's a lot of guardian trees right in the middle. So I'm gonna be trying to throw kind of like a flex sort of kind of shot with the ESP Buzz. Really unfortunate I took a bogey on that hole since it is really, really easy. But thankfully it's only the first blemish of the round. Otherwise been really, really good so far. But anyway, on to hole 14. It's 595 feet, pretty long one. It's just a really, really long dog leg left. So just gonna be throwing a Metal Flake Destroyer, trying to get up in the fairway, just straight up there, and then hopefully got a pretty easy upshot for the birdie. Oh, that's awful. That was a super, super bad shot from there. I shouldn't have even hit that tree, but really luckily just got through, and I have about, I think, 300 feet or so back or up to the basket. So just gonna be trying to throw the Buzz OS up there. All right, hole 15, 525 foot, par 4, straight ahead, but we have about a 10, 12 mile per hour headwind, so it's probably gonna play more in the 600 range or so. So just gonna be throwing my really overstable Metal Flake Destroyer once again, just try to get it up in the fairway and then hopefully get a nice upshot. Pretty good. Oh, come on. Hole 16, 545 foot, par 4. Plays more, I'd say 600, 650 because it plays about like 30 feet uphill, something like that. But anyway, just gonna be throwing my PD2 up there, try to get in the fairway and hopefully get a nice easy upshot for the birdie. Hole 17, 320 feet, but I say it plays more like 260. Plays really, really short because it plays downhill, and then Yeah, that's just about it. But I'll be throwing the Buzz OS, just gonna get a nice light flick up there and hopefully not push it too long. Shouldn't be too terrible. All right, hole 18, final hole, par 3, 285 feet, but it's downhill with the tailwind, so it's gonna be playing more 220 range, 250 range or so. So I'm just gonna be tossing my berg up there. Hopefully just get a nice float down to the basket, maybe even give it a little bit of an ace run. Oh, that's awful. Get down, get down. Not a terribly great putt, but a great way to end it off with a birdie on hole 18. That just about wraps up for the practice round. Overall, really, really good. I'm glad how well I played, actually. Don't know quite what I scored. I think it was more like around the 6-7 under range, which is amazing for what I thought I was going to do. But yeah, I can see how I can carry that on to tomorrow, and I'll be right back with how I did. All right, so it's been a couple days now since the tournament, and overall, let's just say performance, not great, but I definitely learned a lot. So for the first round I ended up playing was not great. It was really, really terrible. My putting was completely trash. I was missing 10 footers, 20 footers, which is completely unacceptable. My shots weren't good. The shots that I were hitting in the practice round, I wasn't hitting in the first round, and I ended up taking an 11 over. That being said, the wind was worse, but still, that was there was no reason to do as bad as I did, and I ended up tying for last place for that round with an 11 over for 20th place. So let's just say from there, pretty much couldn't get worse. But I got the jitters out. The jitters were really tough for the first like 5 holes or so, and really every hole after that. But after the first round, I figured out the issues I was having. I was having a lot of issues with putting mainly, as well as upshots. Like, I didn't practice, like if I threw into a tree line or something like that and I had to take like a weird stance or had to do a weird throw, I did not know what to do in the first round. Like, I was just completely messing up, and that easily cost me for just upshots, probably like 4 or 5 strokes. Putting was, the thing that cost me mainly, but yeah, so right after the first round, I ended up going and practicing for about an hour before the second round and regained a lot of my confidence. And then just set off trying to do what I was planning on doing the first round, which was take around even to like -2 under or 2 under. And while I didn't do that, I ended up only taking a 1 over par with 5 birdies and unfortunately 6 bogeys. But the round before that, I didn't even take a single one. And my putting got so much better. I only missed, I think, 1 within 25 feet. Everything else, I was completely automatic with putting. My upshots were getting much, much better, getting closer and closer. And while I did still have some tough shots, throwing into a tree line, which completely took me out of birdie, the chance of getting birdie, just overall was just a million times better. So if you can see here, this was my first round. See if I can get a focus on that. Yeah, right there. So that was my first round. I ended up taking just bogeys and pars. One really, really bad one where I triple putted, which
really from there just completely destroyed my mental game, and I just like didn't recover the rest of the round. That's why I didn't, birdie or just do anything else other than that. But as you can see, the second round was so much better. But that ended up taking 5 birdies. Really wish I didn't take the bogeys, because that would have made my round really, really good. If I would have taken pars and all those other ones, I would have gone 5 under, which would have been easily the hot round, by far. Because I think the hot round, other than that, was like, I don't know, maybe like a 2 under, a 3 under, or something like that. But yeah, if I would have scored the 1 over that I took the second round, both rounds, I would have ended up taking a 5th place position, rather than a 13th, which is what I got. But like I said, I'm really happy with how it turned out. While I didn't get like near what I wanted to place, near what I wanted to score, I learned so much from it, about what I need to improve on. And with tournaments, with like actual like tournament play, there's nothing like it to teach you like what you're doing wrong. Because I never really thought I had an issue with upshots, but tournament play really told me that I did. And I'm just really excited to head on to my next tournament, which is going to be in Sioux Falls here on the 27th. And then I'll also be playing another one in Sioux Falls on the 28th, but I'm only going to be recording one of them because the other one's kind of smaller and don't really have time to do 2 videos for that. But hopefully can do or bring what I learned in the last tournament and just bring it to the next one, and hopefully can try to go for a win. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking it out. I know this is going to be kind of a long video, but anyway, thank you again, and have a good day.